So, as succinctly as you can, tell us what The Payday is about.
The Payday is a crime caper heist movie with a lot of romance, comedy and action, and it follows Jen, played by Kyla Frye, who's a broken, frustrated IT worker who gets an offer to do a very dangerous job with a big reward, and she thinks, you know what, for once in my life I'm going to take a risk, I'm going to go outside the rules and see what happens. And it doesn't quite go to plan, and things happen, obstacles come in the way, including a mysterious man played by me.
You wrote this yourselves. How did that come about? What made you sort of believe that you've got the chops to write something that's going to be what The Payday is?
I still don't believe that I have the chops to write. The chops to write this. I think we've said it before, necessity is the mother of invention.
Absolutely.
A lot of the drive was Kyla and I are first and foremost actors. We've been in the game for what?
17.
17. I'm so sorry, Kyla. Me 12, her 17. 12, 17. And after a while you go, you know what? Why haven't we had a chance to play this kind of role? We're always getting squished into this kind of role, and we want a chance to do what we want to do. So that was the birth of it.
Yeah, I think we came together, we met in 2011. We came together and started, just talking about all the, as you said, all the ideas and the films that we loved and we were inspired by. And so we were like, well, why not? Let's write something. And so we did. And we wrote a short back in 2015 called Double Cross, which you can see on Amazon. And we collaborated with director Sam Bradford, who is also the director of The Payday. And I think that was the first time that we sort of realised what we were truly capable of. And I think, for the industry at large as well, they sort of kind of went, oh, wow, okay, that you guys are, this production team, these two writer actors, producers, whatever, they were like, they've really got something here. Is, like Sam Bradford always says, it was like kind of lightning in a bottle moment. And it really is. And it's just, I think from there on in, we knew that we had something great to work with, and we wanted to make something more of it. And as the years went on, we were just like, okay, let's do it. And then 2020 came along, 2021, and, in and out of lockdown, we said, now's the time. The city's quiet. We've got time on our hands. The jobs aren't rolling in like they would be ordinarily. So let's do it. The time is now. So The Payday came about, and yeah, it's for you to see.
So The Payday's got some really fun elements to it. There's like a cat and mouse element to it. There's a fish out of water. Just tell us what was it like? How fun was that? Like coming up with that story and then like putting it into practice and actually playing these scenes out.
Kyla?
Fish out of the water again.
Yeah.
No, I think, do you know what it is? It's just having fun. I think when we were talking about these sort of characters and when we were coming up with the story and everything, it was just we had such great fun and chemistry just as the pair of us. And then I don't know, but then when you bring kind of Sam Bradford into the picture as well, and the three of us, the way that we just kind of bounce off each other and that energy and that that synchronicity that we have, it really allows that buzzing electricity to flow, and we just come up with ideas and we just laugh and we have such a great time. And I think when you start bringing that energy into the script and start writing things down, I think that's when you're really sort of able to craft something really magical. And I think that's what we did with The Payday.
Yeah, and a lot of what we created came from the things that we grew up loving. Mm-hmm. Tom and Jerry, shout out to Tom and Jerry. Cat and mouse. And I think there was also, I don't know about you, Kyla, but there was a combination of, especially in the British scene when we were coming up, is I feel like we wanted that mix of both real danger for the characters, but also that caper, light-hearted comedy from reality with a male-female dynamic of wait, are they
Will they?
not?
Won't they?
No, it's like, like in 21 Jump Street, it was like, are you going in for a what?
No,
I wasn't going in there.
No.
So I think there's a lot of that, and just that energy, that balance of danger and comedy.
Awesome. What would both of you do with the money that was on offer from The Payday? And we're talking 5 mil, right?
5 mil.
You'd never see me again. I don't know who you are. I think that's the wonderful thing about this film. I think like obviously like Jen, I feel is very relatable. She's very sort of down to earth, girl next door, and everybody will find something that they go, okay, yeah, I see myself in her. And the idea of, you know, all of a sudden overnight landing £5 million just. I don't know if anyone knows what they would really do with that money. I think some people would obviously go crazy. You know what I mean? Like you snort it all. Like, you know, you find yourself you find yourself in a casino somewhere, or you know what I mean, or like, you know, going 1,000 holidays, or you know, whatever. But I don't really know what I would do with that sort of money. To be honest with you, I'd give a lot of it away. I'm generous. I'd like, you know, gift it. We're going on holidays and houses and for friends and family and
I think I give it all to my mum, and then she can look after it and divvy it out in a responsible manner, so I don't spend it all at once.
Very smart.
And she can dip into it as well. Yeah.
So you've got some really cool screen icons. You could say you've got Simon Callow and Ellen Thomas in this movie, but you don't give them the fun parts in the same way where in the same way like they're the villains of the piece, and very much your characters get to experience some real highs and stuff as well. So what was that like, where you were starring opposite these people, but you were the ones that were sort of carrying the film's light-hearted fun tone?
I think it was a genuine privilege and an honour, to be honest with you. I've known and loved Ellen for years, and she's always been a massive supporter of me and believed in me, and she's always said that. But I've always admired her. She's got such grace and class, and she just oozes this kind of this sensual, but yet like
naughty.
Yeah, naughty, but like takes no sort of person. And when you see her as a Mrs. Boomer in The Payday, she's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And the idea that, you know, that my character, she looks up to this person, she idolizes this person, and for this person just to kick her to the curb like she's nothing, it's just like, oh. And then opposite, you know, as you said, Simon Callow, again, it was an honor, because he was just like actor to actor, and he really gives it. And I just sort of like kind of really reveled in that, and kind of, you know, dove straight in, and it's just, yeah, it's so exciting, because I think these are the moments that as actors who haven't got as many credits, or haven't got as many, you know, years in the game, to learn from them and to just be alongside them is the stuff of dreams, really. Yeah.
How tempted were you to say to Simon Callow, "But Mr. Ventura, I thought you loved all animals"? Kyla was the person who mainly got to work with Simon Callow and Ellen, and so for me it was more of a thrill for them to to live vicariously through Kyla, which is what I do on a daily basis. Most of the time, you know, I feel like I'm a mother of two, and so the main kick for me was them saying the words that I'd put on the page, and obviously seeing them come to life opposite Kyla's character, and just hoping that Kyla didn't mess it up, really.
Oh yeah, well,
because you're the main thing in the piece. You're gonna drag me up somehow.
Drag.
Yeah.
Dead weight.
It's almost Christmas. What are Jen and George up to at Christmas?
Oh,
that's a great question.
Aspen.
Let's go to for the Jim Carrey lovers in the house. I'm talking about a little place called Aspen. I think, yeah, are they spending it together? I feel like they would they?
Well, this is the thing. Would they? Won't they? Who knows?
Will they? Won't they? I feel like they would. I feel like George would probably put on a bit of an act to pretend that he didn't want to spend Christmas with anywhere near this one.
But then you'd be there with like Victoria Evaristo, who plays my mum Adrienne, and Nadine Mills, who plays my bestie. Yeah.
And so yeah, it would be outwardly showing pure disdain for spending time with you, but inwardly absolutely loving it.
And where can we watch The Payday?
You can see The Payday on Sky Store, Amazon and Apple TV and wherever else you like to watch your Digi downloads. Yeah.
And in the States?
And in the States, which is apparently my department.
Oh, yes, Mr. LA.
In the States is you can. So that came out on November the 11th, and you can watch it on all the digital VOD platforms. So we got Amazon, we got Apple TV, we got Google Play, Vudu, Redbox,
And the rest.
and the rest of them. Yeah. So rent or buy it now and check it out.